Hi, I'm Crystal, and today I'm making a summer adventure journal from beginning to end using supplies that you probably have lying around your house. The base for the journal is going to be this cereal box. Any empty food box should be fine. I'm going to decorate the cover a little bit, and there's really no wrong answer there. I'm going to use some brown packing paper, but you could use paint or magazine images or scrapbook paper, or really whatever you want. Really, the sky is the limit. Use your imagination. So the cereal box is the base, and then I have got a little bit of brushable glue and a silicone makeup applicator to decorate. Then I've got some paper I had. This was leftover, shed by my office when we stopped doing paper reports on colored paper. It's a mix of copy paper and lightweight cardstock. And I've got a little bit of elastic cord. You can pick that up at Dollar Tree in the craft aisle next to the beads. It's the type used for bracelets. So I'm going to start by trimming the top and bottom flaps off of the box because I don't need those. Then I'm going to measure to make sure the box is big enough to hold my pages, and it is. And I'm going to open up the box at the seam. Now this one didn't really want to let go. That's okay, I'll just use my scissors to cut that side of the box off. So this box is a little bit oversized, but anything 9 by 6 will be the right size to hold regular office paper. I could have trimmed this down a little bit, but I might have oversized summer adventure. So here's my basic book shape, and I'm going to decorate the cover with some brown packing paper. So I'm going to unfold that and make sure that I've got a piece that's at least as big as the cereal box with a little bit of overhang, just so I can fold it around the edges. So I'll trim that brown paper down so that it wraps around the box. So this is where you could use, a piece of fabric or a piece of scrapbook paper or multiple pieces of paper, paint, or embrace the pattern that's on the box. The sky's the limit here. So I'm making this summer adventure book because I'm looking at my calendar for the summer and it seems to be filled with chores and nothing fun. So this is definitely an occasion where failing to plan is planning to fail. I feel like I need to do something fun every week. So I want to make a book to remember it all. So I'm making sure that the box still folds once I've got my decorative paper on the outside. This is where you can go wrong if you're using something very stiff on the outside, so make sure it folds before the glue is set tight. Now I'm going to put a little extra glue on the side here and fold the paper around the side. I'll do this on both sides and top and bottom, all this little lip of paper all the way around the edge of the box. You don't have to do that. You could just trim the paper off. That would also be just fine. This is a very casual little smash book, so nothing fancy. While that dries a little bit, I'm going to prepare my signatures. And to do that, I'm taking this pile of paper and I'm folding each page in half. So I'm going to do a twine binding method because I like to be able to move the pages around. But of course, at the end of the process, I could sew the signatures if I want to, or I can leave it on the twine binding forever. It's going to work either way. So once I've folded up the pages, then I'm going to arrange them into 3 stacks or signatures to put inside the book. And I'm just going to arrange them in a way that pleases me. But 3 stacks will fit inside this cereal box nicely. And I think that's going to work out for the 3 months of summer. So once I get the pages all stacked up, I need to actually do the twine binding. So I'm going to wrap up the elastic around the spine of the cereal box so that I get 3 loops, and then I'm just going to tie a knot. And that is really all there is to the twine binding. So once I've got those 3 loops of elastic, I take the stacked up pages, find the center of the stacked up pages, and slip them into the loop. So you can see that my cover is a little bit bigger than the signature, so like I said, it's a little oversized, but I may find some oversized items I want to stick in there, so I'll try to have some outsized adventures to make it worthwhile. Now my pages are in the book, and so we're basically finished. From here it's just a little bit of decoration and embellishment. So I'm taking the paper placemat and I'm going to trim that down so that it actually fits on the journal. I'm going to glue that down using quite a lot of glue because this placemat is very fragile. And once I've got that in place, I felt like my book, needed a title. So this is where, if you have letter stickers, you could use the letter stickers. I've die cut the letters and run them through my Xyron sticker maker. But to put on the title, I'm going to use an old scrapbooker's trick, and I'm going to start in the middle of the page, and then I'm going to start in the middle of the word. So that's a good way to figure out if you've really got enough space and to make sure that everything's, relatively centered. I'm not getting out my ruler or anything, but it's a way to make sure that you're not too far left or right or too far top or bottom. So I'm going to stick on my letters to make my title. And this may be a little bit of optimism on my part that I'm going to have summer adventures, but I'm planning on it. I'm going to try. So once I've got my title on, you can see that my book is basically finished. I've got some stuff to the side that I'm going to put inside the book. So I will link at the end to the video where I made the lemon slice and watermelon slice and everything. But here we go, Summer Adventure 2025. So hopefully I will fill it up with good stuff. I'm going to add some pockets. I've got a little piece of paper that I've got double-sided tape on 3 sides. I'm just going to remove that tape and stick the pocket to the left and right on the inside cover. I made my pocket about 5 inches deep. I felt like that was a good size for a pocket, but there's really no wrong answer here either. Whatever size paper you have is going to be fine. So once I've got my pocket stuck down, I'm going to stick a calendar for the month of June on the front, and I'm going to stick down some stuff for my first summer adventure, which is going to be a mini road trip. I'm taking my mother to meet my sister for lunch in Madisonville, and I've got the mushrooms because Madisonville is where they grow Monterey mushrooms for the center of the country. They also grow them in California, but if you are buying mushrooms, Monterey brand, in the center of the country, they probably come from Madisonville. Now I've got a couple of flips that I'm going to add in this summer theme. I've just added a little piece of paper as a hinge, and I've got some double-sided tape on my paper hinge, and I'm going to stick down my watermelon slice to a couple of pages, and then I've got a couple of lemon slices, and those are just going to make some fun flip outs. Now I have some other items. I've got the July and August calendars, and I've got some other items I can stick into my journal. And like I said, I will link that video at the end if you want to see the process for making those. But I don't know where I want to stick those yet, so I'm going to put my little items into the pocket so that I will have them ready as I build my summer adventure journal. So then I am ready to go on my next summer adventure. So hopefully I will think of some fun things to do this summer, and I hope that you have fun plans this summer as well. And thanks for joining me today.